I had been called to the scene of a motor vehicle accident. A shitty bus had slammed into a telephone post. I didn't know why I had been called to the crash site because I'm a homicide detective. When I got there, I realized why I had been called. There were only 2 passengers on the bus when it crashed, and one of them was dead. Both passengers were notorious gangsters. One was Vincent Iron Man Harper. He was the muscle in the gang known as the Children of Omega. The other man, the deceased, was Elton the Dentist Granger, and he was the lead enforcer of the Alphas. From their names, you probably guessed that they were rivals, and you would be correct. They had initially been one gang, but then the Children of Omega splintered from the Alphas 3 years ago, and they have been at war ever since. Elton Granger's death seemed like an accident. He slammed the back of his head against a pole on the bus. Vincent kept saying that it was all just a coincidence, that he and Elton were on the same bus at the same time. Vincent claimed he didn't even realize that Elton was on the bus. The medical examiner found a note in one of the pockets of Elton's pants. It was a strange string of letters. I checked with the gang crime unit, and they told me it was a code that the Alphas used. It was known as a shift code, or a Caesar cipher. Basically, the letters are shifted a specific number to the right or the left. In this case, the letters are shifted 2 to the left. For example, A becomes C, B becomes D, and then when you get to the end of the alphabet, Y is A and Z is B. When I translated the message, it became, "Meet at 7:30 on the Elm Street bus. I want to discuss peace between our gangs." The message explained why Vincent and Elton were on the bus together, but nothing else. It still seemed like all the evidence pointed to Elton's death being an accident. Then, as I was writing my report, I realized there was something wrong with the crash site. Now, when the bus collided with the telephone post, everything on the bus would have flown forward towards the front of the bus. That's just physics. But Elton had suffered a life-ending injury on the back of his head while he was facing the front of the bus. That was impossible. Had Elton been facing forward when the bus crashed, he would have been thrown towards the front of the bus and suffered an injury on the front of his body. Based on his wound, I developed a theory about what happened. Vincent had invited Elton to meet him on the bus to discuss peace, but when the bus got into an accident, Vincent saw an opportunity to kill the enforcer of a rival gang and get away with it. So, he slammed Elton's head against the post and pretended he died in the accident. I called the district attorney and told him what I discovered. The DA told me that it was good work, but there was nothing there. I should leave it alone and just forget about it. Then, he quickly hung up the phone. I didn't agree with him. The physics was proof that Vincent Iron Man Harper committed a murder, and the district attorney was letting him get away with murder again. It made me wonder, why is the district attorney letting Vincent and other members of his gang get away with so many crimes? I had my suspicions, but you never accuse someone in power of doing something improper unless you have concrete evidence. And I don't have that. Better just to leave it. For now.